What's going on, the Winners Win podcast? Your boy Loso 2.0, Copy got himself. And today I'm going to talk about the number one principle that you're going to need when you're speaking. But before I get started with that stuff, if you are watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. Comment below. I love to hear your comments and stuff like that. And if you listen to this on any type of podcast platform, 5-star reviews, definitely do it, and just leave a review because, like I said, we love your reviews. I love your reviews. I'm trying to just improve myself, improve my stuff. So, you guys know how I do before I do that, just updating you guys on my day-to-day. Today I got a list of things. So I used to do the routine thing, right? Like as far as like what my schedule's gonna be, what I need to get done. I tried to go back more into this way of doing things where I just have a list out of stuff that I'm doing. Of kind of like what I got done today. Let me see, from a physical standpoint, got my push-ups done, got the core done, got my basketball workout and stretch today. It's important to stretch every single day. Now, let me tell you why. First of all, I heard it makes you taller. I'm not 100% certain on that because I'm not obviously an expert on that. But it's something about the relaxing nature of just stretching, getting yourself loose, getting your muscles loose, working out, feeling the results, getting kind of big-bodied over here. I'm just playing with you guys. As far as everything else, a lot of stuff with my business, I didn't really get a chance to do today. And now that's why I'm knocking it out now, because I was busy really coaching a lot at my job, which was actually fun today, right? Coaching from different perspectives, coaching from this perspective of a sales rep, coaching from the perspectives of a district manager, because that's just like what I love to do, right? To me, like, yes, I want to make money from it, but it's never about the money for me. It's about being the best, and it's about helping, being an asset to somebody, right? Making yourself useful in any way that you can do. And my coaching ability is what's going to make myself an asset to this company, just as I was an asset to Prime. So that's something that's very exciting to kind of talk about, and something exciting that I'm doing as well. So that's pretty much what I did today. There was some like I said, a lot of coaching and stuff, so I didn't really get a chance to do that stuff. But we talked about the idea too, as well as setting your expectations, right? I had a toxic boss sometime in the past before, and they said something, inspect what you expect. And that's probably the only thing that really stuck with me, honestly, besides the screaming, yelling, and stuff like that. And it's true. You have to set some type of expectation, some type of boundaries. It's okay to be nice to people, but you don't want to be too friendly to them. So how can you be more not as friendly to, like, you have to set those boundaries, right? You have to set expectations. You have to show them that you know what you're doing, and then they will eventually start to do it as well. So that's something that I learned as well when I was working today. I also started working on my website, started doing some stuff. It's always good to have a template for your website. And then once you have that template for your website, or like something that somebody you want to follow, then trying to copy it, not completely copy it, but, put your own twist onto it, but have like some type of format that's similar to that one. So that was something that I worked on as well. Looked over my intro on chapter 1. My publisher is absolutely amazing. If you want to get my publisher for my book, please reach out to me. I'm definitely sending people her way. She is absolutely phenomenal. She already edited my intro, my chapter 1 to my book, and was able to edit it without changing my language or changing the way I speak, just adding the grammatical corrections to it. And I thought that was amazing because I had an editor before. I had editors before that I used before that always would try to change the way that I kind of spoke. That wasn't really my speech, but she was able to keep my speech, keep the way I talk, but just switch the grammatical errors out a little bit and add a little bit of a twist, or just add detail where it was needed, but it still was in my voice. And I was like, yo, this is just straight up amazing now. So that was with my editor that I had for my book, though. So definitely she's amazing. If you want to actually get in tune or get in contact with her, feel free to reach out to me or comment below like you're supposed to do anyway. And I'll be able to get my editor to you guys if you're if you're serious about publishing a book. Give me 1 second, man. This Gatorade is my favorite Gatorade right here, to be honest with you guys. So past all that stuff, excuse me, we are going to talk about today the number one thing that's needed in speech, the number one principle that I feel like knocks out all the other key principles when you're in speech. And it's your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm and emotion is the number one principle that you need. You could take out all those other principles, although you still need those. The pause, the emphasis, the change of pitch, the change of tone, the change of speed, talking real fast, then talking slow, all that stuff. The number one principle you need is enthusiasm. So how do you have enthusiasm? Enthusiasm is just your reason why. What's pushing you to speak all of these times? What's pushing me to post these podcast episodes? What's pushing me to post this content to you guys every single day as much as I can? My reason why, I have a gospel to speak. I have something to speak to you guys. I know that my tongue is one of my most powerful weapons. So I'm out here using it for the greater good to try to help everybody out, right? So your reason why, it's going to start with that. What's going to push you to be the best version of yourself? And your enthusiasm is going to decide on how good a speech is. Hear that out. Your enthusiasm is going to decide how great your speech is going to be, because when you have that enthusiasm, it sweeps your audience right from under their feet. You can have someone who wrote the most killer copy for a speech. I mean, absolutely killer. Follows the format, maybe the hero's journey story format, any type of format they want. Killer copy, amazing copywriter. But then you have the speaker speaking and they have no emotion evoked from it or no emotion behind anything that they're speaking. And then the speech is useless. Now, if you don't have enthusiasm behind it, you don't have a strong why behind it, let's say you're talking about something that maybe you don't believe in, which honestly, you shouldn't be doing something you don't believe in anyway, in my personal opinion. But let's say you are, for example, actors, right? I was actually listening to or reading how actors, when they're about to go into a major role or go into a role, they surround themselves. They stop talking to people 4-5 hours before, and sometimes days before, and literally just act out that character that they're trying to become. Jim Carrey, it was talking about one of the very first movies he's done. When he became the character, he literally became that character. Like, that character was him. You almost thought he was it, because he just surrounded himself with what the character was like, did everything, spoke to people the way the character would speak to people. He became that character he wanted to become. And first of all, that is a key thing to think about, because that's in everything you wanted to do, right? So let's say you want to be a successful motivational speaker. I'm going to surround myself. I'm going to become that character by posting this stuff every single day, reading books that's going to help me grow, hanging out with other speakers, hanging out with other successful people. You have to kind of fake it till you make it in a way. You have to surround yourself with better people who have a strong mindset or who are all like you, like-minded, in order to then get better results. That's the only way to do it. You have to fake it until you make it. Maybe you start wearing suits if that's what the type of person you want to be. Personally, myself, the one thing I learned when I got my last position at my old company was, don't change the person you are once you become successful. Always be the person you were, because that's what got you to where you are now. So that's personally myself. I still wear anything. I always say all the time, you just gonna wear anything, this, that, and third? Yes, I am, because that's literally me. I've always worn anything. She's the one that dresses me anyway, to be honest with you guys. But that's what made me who I am. Not a guy that dresses suits and ties and stuff. No, I'm this guy. Look, I got an NBA Youngboy shirt on. I like this artist too as well. So literally, you become the person, you start acting like the person you want to become, and it will be that person. And then literally your enthusiasm is just going to come from your strong reason why, because feeling is the most important principle that you have. So that's really all I have for you guys today. I want you guys to keep killing the day, and just remember, you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.